Deadliest Battles in European History, unveiling the top 10 battles with shocking death tolls. Let's dive right in. Number 10. The Battle of Waterloo, 1815. Estimated deaths between 47,000 to 56,000. Taking place in 1815, this battle marked the final defeat of Napoleon Bonaparte and reshaped the political landscape of Europe. On one side, we had Napoleon's forces, consisting of the French army along with some of their allies. On the other side, a coalition led by the Duke of Wellington and Prussian forces under Marshal Blucher. The Battle of Waterloo was a grueling day-long engagement with fierce fighting at key locations like Hougoumont, La Haye-Sainte, and the famous charge of the British heavy cavalry. Despite initial successes, Napoleon's forces faced setbacks due to tactical errors and the arrival of Prussian reinforcements. With a devastating death toll estimated at 47,000 to 56,000, this battle proved to be a turning point in European history. It ended Napoleon's reign, led to the restoration of the Bourbon monarchy in France, and brought stability to the continent. Number 9. The Battle of Leipzig, 1813. Estimated deaths between 90,000 to 110,000. The year was 1813, where one of the largest battles in European history unfolded, the Battle of Leipzig, known as the Battle of Nations. It was a turning point in the Napoleonic Wars. On one side stood Napoleon Bonaparte's French Empire, while a coalition of forces including Austria, Russia, Prussia and Sweden assembled against him. The clash of these powerful armies would decide the fate of Europe. For 4 days, the Battle of Leipzig raged on with fierce fighting across multiple fronts. The struggle for control of strategic positions such as the town of Wachau and the iconic monument to the Battle of the Nations was intense, with a staggering death toll estimated between 90,000 and 110,000. The Battle of Leipzig marked a significant defeat for Napoleon and a triumph for the coalition. It weakened his grip on Europe and eventually led to his abdication the following year. Number 8. The Battle of Tannenberg, 1914. Estimated deaths between 170,000 to 250,000. It was a pivotal moment of World War I, the dramatic clash that forever altered the Eastern Front. In the summer of 1914, the forces of Imperial Germany and Imperial Russia faced off near the town of Tannenberg. Led by General Paul von Hindenburg, the Germans engaged the Russian Second Army under General Alexander Samsonov. What followed was a masterclass in German military strategy. The Germans exploited Russian communication failures and encircled the Second Army, trapping them between their forces. With estimated deaths ranging from 170,000 to 250,000, the Battle of Tannenberg dealt a devastating blow to the Russian forces. It showcased the effectiveness of German tactics and boosted morale on the German side. The Battle of Tannenberg left an indelible mark on World War I, altering the course of the conflict in the East. Number 7. The Battle of Kiev, 1941. Estimated deaths between 500,000 to 700,000. One of the most tragic and significant battles of World War II. In 1941, the German Wehrmacht launched Operation Barbarossa, their invasion of the Soviet Union. The Battle of Kiev emerged as a critical part of this campaign as German forces closed in on the Ukrainian capital. For months, the battle raged on, with fierce resistance from Soviet troops determined to defend their city. The defenders of Kiev fought valiantly, but were eventually overwhelmed by the powerful German forces. The Battle of Kiev resulted in a staggering estimated death toll of 500,000 to 700,000, making it one of the deadliest battles in history. The loss of life and the capture of the city had a profound impact on the course of the war. The Battle of Kiev stands as a tragic reminder of the horrors of war and the resilience of those who fought. Number 6. The Battle of Kursk, 1943. Estimated deaths between 500,000 to 800,000. One of the most decisive and largest tank battles in history. The strategic clash that turned the tide of World War II. In the summer of 1943, the Soviet Union and Nazi Germany faced off near Kursk salient. This epic battle would be a crucial turning point in the Eastern Front. The Battle of Kursk witnessed a clash of armoured might, with both sides unleashing their tanks and heavy artillery. The Soviets had meticulously prepared defensive lines, while the Germans aimed to break through. With estimated deaths ranging from 500,000 to 800,000, the Battle of Kursk was a bloody confrontation. The Soviets successfully repelled the German offensive, marking a significant shift in momentum in favour of the Allies. The Battle of Kursk remains an iconic symbol of Soviet resilience and German military setbacks. Number 5. Battle of Verdun, 1916. Estimated deaths between 700,000 to 976,000. In 1916, the German and French forces clashed near the fortified town of Verdun. What started as a German offensive quickly turned into a brutal and protracted battle that would haunt both sides. For months, the Battle of Verdun raged on, characterized by relentless artillery bombardments and desperate trench warfare. The battle consumed vast numbers of soldiers who fought for every inch of ground. With estimated deaths ranging from 700,000 to 976,000, the Battle of Verdun ranks among the bloodiest conflicts in human history. It became a symbol of the senseless sacrifice and destruction brought about by the war. Although this battle did not have a clear victor, it is generally regarded as a strategic French victory due to their successful defense of the city. Despite suffering heavy casualties on both sides, the French managed to hold their ground and repel the German advances. Number 4. Battle of Moscow, 1941-1942. Estimated deaths between 700,000 to 1 million. This battle took place during the harsh winter of 1941 on the Eastern Front during World War II. In the face of the relentless German advance, the Soviet Union mounted a fierce defense to protect its capital, Moscow. The battle would prove to be a turning point in the war and a test of endurance for both sides. For months, the Battle of Moscow raged on, with bitter urban combat and freezing temperatures adding to the already devastating conflict. Soviet forces, led by General Zhukov, employed innovative tactics to repel the German invaders. With estimated deaths ranging from 700,000 to 1 million, the Battle of Moscow was a grueling and costly engagement. The Soviet Union's successful defense halted the German advance and marked the first major setback for Hitler's forces. The Battle of Moscow stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Soviet people and their determination to defend their homeland. Number 3. Battle of the Somme, 1916. Estimated deaths between 1 to 1.2 million. One of the most notorious battles of World War I. In 1916, British and French forces launched a massive offensive against the German lines along the Somme River. It was an attempt to break the stalemate of trench warfare and achieve a decisive victory. For months, the Battle of the Somme raged on, marked by brutal artillery barrages and harrowing infantry assaults. The first day alone saw staggering casualties as troops advanced across no man's land. With estimated deaths ranging from 1 to 1.2 million, the Battle of the Somme left an indelible mark on the collective memory of nations involved. It highlighted the horrors of trench combats and forever changed the face of modern warfare. This battle did not result in a clear victory for either side. Despite the heavy losses, the battle marked a turning point in the war as it weakened the German forces and forced them to divert resources from other fronts. Ultimately, the Battle of the Somme played a crucial role in shaping the outcome of the war. Number 2. Battle of Leningrad, 1941-1944. Estimated deaths between 1 to 1.5 million. One of the longest and most devastating sieges in history. In 1941, Nazi Germany launched a brutal assault on the Soviet city of Leningrad, aiming to capture it and crush the spirit of the Soviet people. What followed was a siege that would test the limits of human endurance. For over 900 days, Leningrad endured constant bombardment and starvation. The city's inhabitants, surrounded by German forces, faced unimaginable hardships, but they refused to surrender. With estimated deaths ranging from 1 to 1.5 million, the Battle of Leningrad stands as a tragic testament to the human cost of war. Despite the suffering, the Soviet people's resilience prevailed and Leningrad remained unconquered. Number 1. Battle of Stalingrad, 1942-1943. Estimated deaths between 1.8 to 2 million. One of the most decisive and brutal battles of World War II. In 1942, Hitler's forces set their sights on Stalingrad, a strategic city on the Volga River. The battle that unfolded would become a turning point in the war and a testament to the indomitable spirit of the Soviet people. For months, the Battle of Stalingrad raged on, with both sides locked in a vicious struggle for control of the city. The urban warfare and brutal winter conditions took a heavy toll on the soldiers. With estimated deaths ranging from 1.8 to 2 million, the Battle of Stalingrad was a cataclysmic confrontation. The Soviet Union's victory dealt a severe blow to the German war machine. The Battle of Stalingrad stands as a testament to the resilience and sacrifice of the Soviet people and the courage of those who fought to defend their city. Join us next time as we continue exploring the captivating stories and events that have shaped our world. Don't forget to subscribe for more thrilling historical content.